We live in a world where it's almost impossible to be alone with your own thoughts. From the moment you wake up, your phone lights up with notifications. Music, podcasts, social media, endless feeds of content. Your brain is never given a second of quiet. And yet, underneath all this stimulation, there's a quiet exhaustion, a constant sense of being overwhelmed, restless, and drained. That's the reality of overstimulation. The psychology of overstimulation begins with one simple fact. Our brains weren't designed for the world we live in now. For most of human history, our sensory input was limited. Sounds of nature, conversations with the people around us, a few small tasks to focus on each day. But today, in a single hour, you can take in more information than our ancestors might have encountered in weeks. Your nervous system is being asked to process at a rate it was never meant to. Here's what happens on a deeper level. The brain is constantly filtering input, deciding what to focus on and what to ignore. But when there's too much noise, too much to process, your mental filter starts to break down. That's why overstimulation often feels like brain fog. It's not that you're lazy or unfocused. It's that your brain is working overtime to sort through a flood of inputs, and in the process, you end up feeling depleted. Psychologically, overstimulation affects more than just focus. It hijacks your emotional system. When your brain is overloaded, your stress response ramps up. Cortisol rises. Your nervous system switches into fight or flight mode, even if there's no real danger. That's why after hours of scrolling or multitasking, you feel not just tired, but anxious, restless, and strangely irritable. It's not just mental, it's physiological. And the irony is that the very things we use to escape stress often add to it. Think about it. You're stressed, so you open social media for a break. But that break gives your brain a flood of images, comparisons, and emotions. Or you binge watch a show to relax, but 5 episodes in, your nervous system is buzzing. It's like trying to put out a fire with gasoline. But overstimulation doesn't just drain us, it disconnects us. When your brain is constantly pulled outward by noise, you lose touch with your inner world. You stop noticing your thoughts, your emotions, your body. You become numb, scrolling to fill a void you can't even name. And that's one of the most damaging effects of overstimulation. It erodes your ability to be present with yourself. Here's the thing though, your brain craves quiet. Studies show that when people spend time in silence, even just a few minutes, their stress drops, their creativity rises, and their mood improves. The brain actually repairs itself in stillness. The default mode network, the system linked to creativity and self-reflection, becomes active. That's why some of your deepest insights come not during constant stimulation, but during quiet moments, on a walk, in the shower, lying in bed before sleep. But stillness is uncomfortable, and that's why we avoid it. Silence forces you to face yourself, to sit with the thoughts and feelings you've been drowning out with noise. And for many people, that feels unbearable at first. But the discomfort of quiet is not a punishment. It's a path. It's the brain's way of detoxing from constant stimulation, of teaching you how to listen again. Overstimulation thrives on distraction. The way out is attention. It's choosing, even for a few minutes, to unplug from the flood and reconnect with yourself. That might mean turning your phone off while you eat, taking a walk without headphones, or giving your full attention to a single task. These small acts of stillness aren't just lifestyle choices. They're acts of resistance against a world designed to keep you overstimulated. Because here's the truth. You can't create, you can't heal, and you can't really live if your brain is constantly overloaded. You need space. Space to think, to feel, to breathe. Space for your nervous system to come down from high alert. Space to hear your own voice again. The psychology of overstimulation isn't just about understanding why you feel so tired, distracted, or anxious all the time. It's about realizing that your attention is one of the most valuable things you own. And the more you let it be pulled in 1,000 directions, the more you lose yourself. But if you learn to protect it, to carve out moments of stillness, you begin to reclaim your mind, your energy, and your life. So, the next time you feel restless, foggy, or drained, don't reach for more noise. Try the opposite. Step into silence. Let your mind breathe. Because underneath all the overstimulation, what you're really craving isn't more, it's less. And in that less, you might find exactly what you've been searching for.